Hello YouTube, this is Bash bringing you for the round of 32 of the GBA FDL. We are up against, oh that's not supposed to be the name of the team, we are playing awesome Torterra, who was in fact ranked ranked 4th overall coming out of the group stage, so it's a pretty crazy team. Of course, my team is Celestial with the Z move, Z user, Hydreigon, Suicune, Infernape, Z user, Forgus, Nihilego, and Mega Manectric and Mudsdale. His team consists of Tapu Koko, Z user, Latias, Ferrothorn, Toxapex, Halucha, Blacephalon, Z user, Snorlax, and Nidoking. So, right off the bat, if you notice, his Blacephalon is walled by Hydreigon, like 100% walled. In that case, it's a really good for this match. What I also noticed is that he has a pretty bulky team, Stally team, just a really bulky team. So I have a feeling this is going to be a Stally game right off the bat. Hopefully, we could deal with that. Mega Manectric looks pretty decent here, honestly, with his breaking his core. HP Ice can two-shot Latias depending on the set, especially in Flamethrower takes out the Ferrothorn pretty. It takes it down pretty low. Toxapex gets destroyed by a Thunderbolt. Halucha gets destroyed by Thunderbolt. Snorlax is the only answer to Mega Manectric because HP Ice two shots Nidoking and Tapu Koko. It gives it the electric boost on Mega Manectric that could be really scary for him. So I need a Snorlax is going to be quite an issue as well. I do have to bring Infernape to help deal with the Snorlax because I know that's going to be a problem. So let's go into our team here. I got Mega Manectric here with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, HP Ice. Pretty much max speed, like almost max speed, max special attack. Pretty generic set, as I said. This thing is really here to do what it does best: Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, HP Ice. Next we got Infernape with the Choice Scarf, U-turn, Close Combat, Earthquake, Overheat. I wasn't really sure. Did I keep it? I don't know if I kept Overheat before the match, because this is from my other thing. I don't know if I kept Overheat, if I switched it or not before the match, so I need to check that out. But Overheat was there for the Ferrothorn just in case. Close Combat didn't take it out, and I didn't want to take like Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs damage. Next is Choice Scarf Infernape allows me to revenge Tapu Koko, which is really good. And Earthquake, look at his checks to Earthquake aren't really that amazing. It's really just Latias and Halucha. And Halucha's not a check to Earthquake. It's not a check to Amon. And Earthquake, look at that. It hits Tapu Koko really hard. It hits Toxapex really hard. Hits Blacephalon really hard. Hits Nidoking really hard. And I decided to go with Scarf in case he was Scarf Blacephalon because I didn't want to lose to that. Even though I do have a Hydreigon. And Scarf Inferno takes out Tapu Koko, as well as does huge damage with U-turn to Latias, so that's really good. Next I have Celesteela with a sub Leech Seed Flamethrower Heavy Slam. So the point of this set is to be able to Leech Seed the sub up on the Ferrothorn, the Toxapex, the Snorlax, and just wear that thing down with what's it called? Leech Seed, Flamethrower, the Ferrothorn, Heavy Slam like Tapu Koko and stuff like that, like because it really needs Tapu Koko or like Nidoking to really break my set of Blacephalon, I guess, slash Snorlax depending on this set really. But Ferrothorn and Toxapex get absolutely walled by Celesteela with subset, so that's really good. Next we got Leftovers Hydreigon here with U-turn, Roost, Dark Pulse, Defog. It helps with checking the Blacephalon It can help with defrost because he has Hazard Stack right here with Fair Throw and Toxic Pex, which could be really annoying. I sped cut to South Speed, regular Nidoking, and this thing can help with Latias if he doesn't have a Dragon type move, but he's gonna have a Dragon type move anyway. So that's really what it does. Here is my Tapu Koko answer. Tapu Koko would rip through my team really unless I had this. To be honest, Stealth Rocks, I got Benjamin here, Max for Death, Stealth Rocks, Toxic, Roar, Earthquake. It's really good to get like the Toxic off on like a Snorlax, roar it out before it sets up, as well as Latias. Or like a Lucha as well. It's really good. Earthquake hits really a lot of his teams except for Latias and Lucha, as I said before. And Roar and Toxic are for those. I could Roar and Toxic them, and once I Roar out Hawlucha after getting them Burden Boost, that is gone. Rest of the game is just done with that. Stealth Rocks is really good for to get some chip damage, like on Blacephalon and a Hawlucha and Tapu Koko with the Volt turn, like the Volt turn core with, I guess, sort of. But like it's really nice to get chip damage on Tapu Koko. And to break like any focus sashes or anything like that, get some extra chip that I might need from the rest of my team. Next, and then last but not least, I have Substitute Protect Carmine Scald with Suicune. Really bulky set, but it really it could wall the Latias as well. If it doesn't have Thunderbolt, it walls the Toxapex 100%. It could help with Snorlax as well, as it's not rest. If it's not rest, but it can't really be rest. It doesn't really have the move coverages to take out my team with rest, and because of Tapu Koko being on the team, it can't really sleep in electric terrain, which could be a problem for him. So he's going to be a recycle set with the IAPA berry or something like that, with some kind of 50% berry. That's what I'm predicting with Gluttony. So let's get into our matchup here. Did I not post the matchup here? I didn't take out the matchup. Did I not put it up? Let's see. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see what I'm in right now. I'm in with Crypto. I'm gonna put this in here for now. This is one, actually, if you want to check this out, this is one of the first days I was in, so let's just put this in here, and we are all good. Okay, good. Sorry about that. I kind of forgot to post up the replay on here. So next week, so what he ended up bringing was Tapu Koko, Latias, Toxapex, Ferrothorn, Snorlax, Nidoking. Kind of surprised he didn't bring up Hawlucha, but that's I could kind of see why he didn't. Snorlax is really good for a Manectric check right now, and not really surprised not to see the Blacephalon, because Blacephalon gets walled by Hydreigon, can get destroyed by Infernape, or Mudsdale, or Suicune too, for that matter, so that's probably why I didn't bring it. Because he didn't bring Blacephalon, Hydreigon isn't that useful this match, other than getting rid of the Hazard Stacks, so I'm just going to lead Hydreigon. I've also scouted out what he did before matches, his other matches, and whenever he brought Nidoking, he always led Nidoking. So I want to figure out what kind of set that is, because if he's Scarfed, I could U-turn out. I lived the Ice Beam, can U-turn out into like an Infernape and just click like U-turn again, or EQ or something like that. Or I could go into Suicune and start scalding, setting up. I could go out into Celesteela and be a pain. I could go into Manectric even. So let's see what it is. He leads off with Nidoking as I predicted. I go with the Hydreigon. I'm going to just go for the Dark Pulse here, see what kind of damage he does. If he's Ice Beam, I want to see if he's Scarfed or not. And turn 1, I get the Dark Pulse off. It does a decent amount, and he's not Scarfed. That's good to know. He goes for the Sludge Wave, and I believe he is Modest Sheer Force right now with Life Orb. So that does a decent amount. And I'm going to try to see if I can roost off any of this. See if he makes a prediction to switch out, because just in case I could go into Celesteela or something like that, but he's going to just stay in, and I'm going to go for the Roost, and he's just going to bring me down even lower, which is fine. I get to scout out some of his sets, and I know he's not like Scarf, Specs, or any choice item, And I'm just going to go for another Dark Pulse here and sack off my Hydreigon. It was going to die anyway to another turn. Didn't really matter as much. I just got to scout out more of a set. So that means I get to go into Mega Manectric here. And I'm going to just go for the HP Ice here. Oh no, Flamethrower here. I'll go for the Flamethrower here. He goes into a Snorlax. Trying to figure out. And I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch on the next turn. And I could go into Mudsdale or Celesteela or Infernape or all these mons I want to. And he goes into Nidoking again. I'm trying to figure out why he did that because we figured out that he wasn't Scarfed already. So, but he's just going to keep switching in between to try to get some damage to see what I'm trying to do. I could get this burn with Flamethrower either time. But I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch again. What he's trying to do is trying to get the Iapa Berry to go. And I'm going to go into Benjamin here. Part of the reason is to get off a Toxic or a Roar. He goes for Curse, and I'm going to get off a Toxic, which is great to help with this Snorlax. He's going to go for Recycle and get off his Iapa Berry again. And I'm going to go for a Roar as he goes for Return. Does a decent amount, but I know that I could still live a Grass Knot from Tapu Koko. I just need to play really safe with this thing. I roar this thing out into Ferrothorn, which isn't that horrible. And I believe I go into Celesteela here, as he sets up his rocks, which is fine. And I'm going to go for the sub, because I know he likes Thunder Wave on this mon, and that's what he goes for, and it can't hit. So now I get a free Flamethrower off. I can do whatever I want with this. I can Flamethrower this. He's going to go into Toxapex, and does nothing, but I do get the burn, which is fine. He was got all those Flamethrowers before kind of made up for, I guess, with not getting a burn. I'm going to get a Leech Seed off, and now I'm wearing this thing down. It can't break my sub. And now I'm just sitting here chilling, just stalling this thing out here. So this is going to be a really stally battle. We're just going to keep exchanging moves here. I go for the Leech Seed again, predicting to switch out because I thought he was going to switch out. And I'm going to go for a Heavy Slam, try to weaken him down a little bit. He goes to the Scald, breaks my sub, that's fine. And now he's going to switch out into Nidoking as I sub back up, which is fine, honestly fine. And he's going to go for the Ice Beam, break my sub, and I'm going to go for the Heavy Slam, just take out this Nidoking. Now I get free Volt Switch all game with Mega Manectric, and he's going to go to Tapu Koko. So I can make two plays. I could go into Mega Manectric if I think he's going to go for the Grass type predicting the Mudsdale, but I know what he wants is to take out the Celesteela, because Celesteela is a huge problem right now. Like the fact that Celesteela is just walling his Toxapex and his Ferrothorn. It probably walks his, depending on the stat of Latios, it could probably wall that. And even Snorlax as well, so he needs to take this thing out. So I'm going to go into Benjamin, make that read. He goes for Thunderbolt, does nothing. I get the leftover recovery, which is sweet. And I believe I set up my rocks too, which is really good to get some chip damage on it. I'm going to make my switch out into Celesteela, see what this thing wants to do. It's already toxic, so it's not going to do that much. He goes for a Return, doesn't do that much at all. I'm going to go for the Leech Seed and see what he wants to do. He goes for another Curse. He goes for a Curse, trying to set up. And now, this thing is getting worn down. He gets Iapa Berry, but this thing is getting worn down fast. And I can just go for a sub, get this Leech Seed back, because this thing is a HP invested mon, and I look at that. I get pretty much back up to where I was before the sub. Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch. I could keep eating that. Electric Terrain's gone. I'm literally just destroying this thing, and he's just gonna have to sack this thing off to let his Tapu Koko get a free switch in here. As this thing now goes down to this, and now he goes in Tapu Koko. And so now that I know that he knows that my answer is Mudsdale. And the only way he beats that is if he goes Z Grass Knot, or he goes Grass Knot twice. That's always doing. And he would have gone for the Z Grass Knot last turn. So I'm gonna go into Mega Manectric, trying to make that read. He's gonna go for the Grass Knot. Go into Mega Manectric, get the Intimidate off, and he goes for a Grass Knot. That's fine. I eat that up. And I'm going to go for the HBIs, predicting the switch into Latias right now. I totally thought he was going to go Latias. He's going to go for Dazzling Gleam, take me down to low. Probably should have went for the Thunderbolt instead, but Thunderbolt 2A code, Tapu Koko from there anyway, and Electric Terrain. And now I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, bring this down. And again, I'm going to make a bad play and go for the HP Ice and the Latias. But I totally thought that was going to come in. totally thought that was going to come in. But, oh well, that's fine. I could revenge this pretty easily. I could go back into Celesteela and get up a sub for free. So, and he can't do anything really about it. He's going to go for Thunder Wave, absolutely useless. I could even like stall this thing out. I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, predicting a switch. He just wants to stay in. Power Up will not break my sub. Double time resisted. I'm just going to take this thing out. He's got the Aqua Berry, which is fine. He misses the Power Whip. Doesn't really matter that much. It's a pretty inaccurate move to begin with anyway. I go for Flamethrower, take out the Ferrothorn, get a +1 in defense. So he's going to go into Latias here. He's going to go for a Dragon Pulse, does not break my sub. I go for the Leech Seed, and I miss. That's fine. Kind of makes up for the Power Whip miss for him earlier anyway. He goes for the Dragon Pulse, finally breaks my sub. I go for the Leech Seed, and I'm thinking, can he not break my sub? He goes for the Defog to get rid of rocks. I'm going to go for the sub again. And this right here gets really, really stally here. Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to go for the Heavy Slam. And I'm probably going to skip through this because it gets really like stally right here for like about like 100 turns. We're just shifting, trading. He's just trying to stall out my Mons. I'm going to go for Substitute Calm Mind. He has the Haze with the Toxapex, so that's fine. Probably could have. This is just going to be a really long game of just us switching between Latios, Toxapex, and hit me versus Suicune and Celesteela. This is pretty much what it is for, let's say, 65 turns, and I finally decided to make a read. He's going to go into Latias, trying to waste turns here. And I'm going to go into Infernape. Or he's going to go into Tapu Koko, so I'm fine with either. I get to go for a free U-turn, break this down a little bit, and I'm going to go back into Celesteela. He can't do anything with that. What I know is I need to get up rocks, or I need to get up a Toxic here. He goes for the recover. It's going to be a really long game. Already know it happening. I'm going to go for a sub again. He's just going to switch back and forth between the Mons, trying to stall me out, because he knows that if he stays in and tries to attack, he's just going to get PP stalled. Just fine. Unfortunately, Haze does go through Protect, which is kind of annoying. But oh well. I'm going to go into Benjamin, predicting the Toxapex, the Latios, and now I can get off a Toxic on this, which is really good. I still can eat up a Grass Knot now, and now this thing's on a timer. Thank God he didn't switch back out into Toxapex, but Earthquake would have done a chunk to that thing if so. It's really good now. I have this on a timer, so now it's not as stally. After like 50 turns of just switching back and forth, we finally got this thing on a timer. And now Toxapex is in, Latios is in a bad position, and he's in a bad position, and we're just going to be stalling in between. He recovers off, goes back into Toxapex. I go for the sub, Heavy Slam, Leech Seed, Flamethrower. We are stalling each other out now, which is really annoying. This thing is going to die soon. I only have one Heavy Slam left. That's why I switched out, because I wanted a Heavy Slam for Tapu Koko, just in case. And he's just going to... He stole me out a Heavy Slam, which is really annoying. But I'm going to get my rocks here. That's fine. Get some damage off. And I'm just going to go for my rocks to get some chip damage off on things. He can go for the Defog, that's fine. But this thing is basically, like, done. And he's going to go for Tapu Koko here. As I go into Jafar, which is... I thought he was going to go for the Defog here. I could get a U-turn off and pretty much destroy this thing's life. Destroy Latios' life. And I get to go for the Earthquake here and do a decent amount, 44%. Gets the burn damage off and stuff. And now he goes into Latios for free. I go for the EQ. That's fine. He knows I'm Scarf, so he gets a free recovery here. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to go on to Riverdale. Riverdale completely stalls that out. He goes into Tapu Koko, making a great play. But here's the thing, I could go for a Protect, and I live a Thunderbolt after with no Electric Terrain up. I live it pretty much nicely, and he has to go into out into Latios. He could get a free recovery here, and he goes for the Defog here. to get rid of rocks, and I'm going to bring him down to 8%. Of course, he lives on 2% here. And in predicting the recover, I went out to Infernape, which was a bad play on my part, and to go for U-turn because I didn't think he was going to sack this thing off. But now I don't live. I could get knocked out by a Toxapex now with the Scald. I have a chance to. I'm going to go for a U-turn here. Going to Celesteela. He goes for the Scald. That's fine. And now it's just him trying to figure out what to do with my Leech Seed here. That's what he's got to do. He goes for a Scald. And we're finally going down. I go for the sub again as he goes into Tapu Koko. That's fine. He switches out again. I don't know what he was thinking. I thought he'd go for a Volt Switch there. I guess maybe he wasn't carrying it. He's just trying to waste some Leech Seed and stuff, which is really annoying. Trying to get his Toxapex back up to full health. And now we get to switch out. And I'm gonna go into Mudsdale here, because I know he's going to try to stall me out. And I'm going for the EQ here. He goes for the Scald, doesn't get the burn, which is really good. And I do like clean, it's 60%, like about 60% to him, which is good. If he doesn't get the burn here, I win the game right here, right now. But he gets the burn, and now he can recover stalling me, which is annoying. I know he didn't get the burn the first one, so he got 2 tries to get it, so I'm not that mad about it. But now I can kill the Tapu Koko here, and I can get my rocks so Tapu Koko dies on re-entry. So now I don't have to worry about that. It's just the Toxapex I have to worry about. And I'm just going to go for the... he goes into Tapu Koko, sacks that, trying to get Toxapex back up to full. This is the part I probably should have went for the... If I had rest on this set, that was what I would have went for it. But I didn't, and he's just going for a Scald and take me out, which is unfortunate. Here's another misplay I made. On this turn, I should have went for the U-turn. I didn't realize how many Scalds he had left. I thought he still had plenty of Scalds left, but he actually only had one or two Scalds left. So if I went to U-turn, I went to Suicune, Scald is gone, I could bring this thing back in and just click EQ. But I didn't do that. Risk the roll. And went for the EQ, and he takes me out with Scald. I had a good chance to live it, but he took me out anyway, so that's fine. And here is where a bunch of the mods came in, and they're like, this thing Toxapex does not have the PP to beat out Suicune and Celestia, especially since Suicune has the pressure ability. So now we just end the game here. GG to awesome Torterra, and now we are in the round of 16. That's crazy. I'm really happy about that. But I don't know if you guys knew this, but round of 16 is where I went out the last time. I went out against Merc, who ended up winning the entire thing anyway. And I lost to Skarmory, Toxapex, Mewcore, with Thunder T just destroying my team. So hopefully I do not go out again next time. I did prep a little, and so I believe we play against a Zygarde and a Lone Ninetale. So Veil plus Zygarde is very, very scary. And I really need to make sure that I don't lose to that, because that could be really bad, honestly. But until then, GG to awesome Torterra, and Bash out.